Prepare for a journey into the dimension of truth, where fiction is replaced with the actuality of reality, and heroes come from the most unlikely of places, humblest of beginnings. You will find his story is not always. Prepare for a journey into the dimension of truth, where fiction is replaced with the actuality of reality, and heroes come from the most unlikely of places, humble. Prepare for a journey into the dimension of truth, where fiction is replaced with the actuality of reality, and heroes come from the most unlikely of places, humblest of beginnings. You will find his story is not always our story. This is a story of a little boy named Theo who woke up one morning and asked his mother,
Mom, what would it be like if there were no black people in the world?
well, his mother thought about that for a moment and then said,
Son, follow me around today and let's just see what it would be like if there were no black people in the world.
Okay,
Mom said,
Now, go get dressed and we will get started.
Theo ran to his room to put on his clothes and shoes. His mother took one look at him and said,
Theo, where are your shoes? And those clothes are all wrinkled, son. I need to iron them.
okay.
but when she reached for the ironing board, it was no longer there. You see, Sarah Boone, a black woman, invented the ironing board, and Jan E. Matzlinger, a black man, invented the shoe-lasting machine. Oh well, she said.
Please go and do something to your hair.
I'm doing it right now.
Theo ran in his room to comb his hair, but the comb was not there. You see, Walter Simmons, a black man, invented the comb. Theo decided to just brush his hair, but the brush was gone. You see, Lydia O. Newman, a black female, invented the brush. Well, this was a sight. No shoes, wrinkled clothes, hair a mess. Even Mom's hair. Without the hair care inventions of Madam C.J. Walker, well, you get the picture. Mom told Theo,
Let's do our chores around the house and then we'll take a trip to the grocery store.
Okay,
Theo's job was to sweep the floor. He swept and swept and swept. When he reached for the dustpan, it was not there. You see, Lloyd P. Ray, a black man, invented the dustpan. So he swept his pile of dirt in the corner and left it there. He then decided to mop the floor, but the mop was gone. You see, Thomas W. Stewart, a black man, invented the mop. Theo yelled to his mom,
Mom, I'm not having any luck.
Well, son, let me finish washing these clothes and we'll prepare a list for the grocery store.
When the wash was finished, she went to place the clothes in a dryer, but it was not there. You see, George T. Salmon, a black man, invented the clothes dryer. Mom asked Theo to go get a pencil and some paper to prepare her list for the market. Theo ran for the paper and pencil, but noticed the pencil lead was broken. Well, he was out of luck because John Love, a black man, invented the pencil sharpener. Mom reached for a pen, but it was not there because William Purvis, a black man, invented the fountain pen. As a matter of fact, Lee Burridge invented the typewriting machine, and W.A. Lovett the advanced printing press. Theo and his mother decided to head out to the market. Well, then Theo opened the door. He noticed the grass was as high as he was tall. You see, the lawnmower was invented by John Burr, a black man. They made their way over to the car and found that it just wouldn't go. You see, Richard Spikes, a black man, invented the automatic gear shift, and Joseph Gammel invented the supercharged system for internal combustion engines. They noticed that the few cars that were moving were running into each other and having wrecks because there were no traffic lights. You see, Garrett A. Morgan, a black man, invented the traffic light. Well, it was getting late, so they walked to the market, got their groceries, and returned home. Just when they were about to put away the milk, eggs, and butter, they noticed the refrigerator was gone. You see, John Standard, a black man, invented the refrigerator, so they just left the food on the counter. By this time, Theo noticed he was getting mighty cold. Mom went to turn up the heat, and what do you know? Alice Parker, a black female, invented the heating furnace. Even in the summertime, they would have been out of luck because Frederick Jones, a black man, invented the air conditioner. It was almost time for Theo's father to arrive home. He takes the bus, but there was no bus because its precursor was the electric trolley invented by another black man, Albert R. Robinson. He usually takes the elevator from his office on the 20th floor, but there was no elevator because Alexander Miles, a black man, invented the elevator. He also usually drops off the office mail at a nearby mailbox, but it was no longer there because Philip Downing, a black man, invented the letter drop mailbox, and William Barry invented the postmarking and canceling machine. Theo and his mother sat at the kitchen table with their heads in their hands. When the father arrived, he asked, "Why are you sitting in the dark?" Why? Because Lewis Howard Latimer, a black man, invented the filament within the light bulb. Theo quickly learned what it would be like if there were no black people in the world. Not to mention, if he were ever sick and needed blood. Charles Drew, a black scientist, found a way to preserve and store blood, which led to his starting the world's first blood bank. The father spoke to Theo, giving him sad news. Poor Uncle Matt died. Poor Uncle Matt died from his bad heart. Without Dr. Daniel Hale Williams, a black doctor who performed the first open heart surgery, there was no way to save his life. If you ever wonder, like Theo, where we would be without black people, well, it's pretty plain to see. We would still be in the dark.